Hey guys, so I want to welcome you to a brand new series that we're doing, which is going to be focused on giving our customers updates on what's happening with the platform, what's new, what are things that are coming, what are we doing. If you haven't heard from us in a while, what are we working on, that sort of deal. So this is going to be an ongoing series. I'm trying to decide whether it's going to be a bi-weekly series or if it's going to be a monthly series, so stay tuned for that. But basically our goal is going to be to, on a consistent basis, we're going to be updating you on what's happening, what are we doing, what are we working on, and maybe even some of the challenges that we're having, so that you could help us improve our product, give our feedback, etc. So in this particular very first episode, by the way, if I haven't actually spoken to you for the year, Happy New Year. I don't know if we're still allowed to say that, but yeah, it's March now. But yeah, just in case I haven't actually had a communication with you directly, Happy New Year. Hope your family's doing well. Hope things are going well with you. I'm actually off to vacation in tomorrow, so I'll be gone for a couple of days. However, obviously, as you know, if you have any problems, issues, support, etc., there's going to be people that's going to be able to support and help you out. So that's that. Okay, let's just jump right into it. So first of all, why are we doing this? Well, number one is we're doing this because consistently we've gotten feedback that, it's like, your platform is okay. There's some things that I like about it. There's some things that I don't like about it. There's some things that could be improved. But we don't know what you guys are working on, and it'd be nice to get some feedback on what's going on, what's update, or what's changed in the platform. You guys keep releasing stuff, things keep moving around. What's changing, what's improving, what are you guys doing with your time, right? So that's basically why we're doing this series. So without that further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it. I got a couple of things to show you. Not a lot in this video because this is more of an introduction to this series. We want to do it on a regular basis. Like I said, I haven't really decided on the cadence. It really depends on the releases that we've done. We try to do releases roughly every 2 weeks or so. So I'm going to try to keep that cadence, but sometimes we don't always get that right, and so that becomes a problem. But as frequently as the updates are coming out, I'll try to do these conversations. So, all right. So with that, I want to talk about a couple things right off the top, which is number one is infrastructure updates and what we've been doing around infrastructure, etc. So on the front end of the application, there's not a lot that you could see. So we've spent a lot of time, probably the last 4, maybe 5 months, honestly, working on updating the underlying infrastructure of our platform. Why? Well, because frankly, there's some things that's just been really hard for us to do, like for instance, connecting to other external applications. So this includes QuickBooks, this includes other accounting systems. We've been getting requests to connect to other different accounting systems on multiple different platforms. We've been getting requests to integrate with some of the more, I'm going to say, standardized way of connecting with other platforms. And so what we've had to do is spend some time under the covers to try and re-architect a few things to make sure that our system is in line with that without breaking things. Hopefully we haven't broken any single thing within that process, but if we have, please send us a report and we'll get it fixed as possible. Which actually brings me to my first update, because most people don't know about this feature, and that is the bug report feature. So for example, if you're here and you have a problem, let's say for example this number is not right, you can click on this button here, and doing that will do two things. One is it's going to take a screenshot automatically on the screen, and then secondly is going to give you the ability, so it takes a little time just depending on your computer, and then you could say numbers wrong, right, and click on send. In doing that, we will get that'll go directly into our ticket system. You should get an email bounce back to you directly that says, hey, we've gotten your feedback, and that goes straight into the ticketing system. But I also want to highlight that it's not just the ticketing system. It automatically creates a task in the developer's portal in their project management system, so they could actually look at the ticket as well too. So not only are you getting feedback from obviously customer support, but also you're getting feedback directly from the developers, which will then communicate with customer support. So we pay attention to this button, and if there's a real problem, we'll try to get it fixed as possible. So that's definitely one that I want to talk about for sure. Performance, we're hoping that our performance have improved. If it hasn't, please let us know where you're still seeing lags or decay in performance, and we'll try to get those updates as fast as possible to you. The one that I want to focus on in this conversation specifically, which is a really, really big deal because we've been spending a lot of time on it, is our email. So we've been completely overhauling our email system. And so let's just talk about that for a second. So let me actually, let me just go to the current platform, which is live in production, which is what you guys have right now. And I'll show you the difference in terms of things, because sometimes it's not very obvious how big of a difference things are. So I'm going to click on this email platform, and the email button, and then I'm going to count. Okay, 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay, so 4 seconds, right? It depends depending on the time of day, etc. But 4 seconds roughly. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to the dev platform, and I'm going to click on the same email button, 100, right? Okay, didn't even take 2 seconds. Significantly faster. But it's not just that. It's simple thing as, for example, if I'm on the old platform, so this is the old platform here, 100, right? So it takes a little time. Now, if I change the template, for example, I want to change the template. Look at the screen for a second. See how that flickers, right? So every time I change the template, the entire thing has to reset. And that seems like a small thing, but it's actually a really big deal in the back end of what's going on there. So look at this, for instance. I'm going to change the template, and that template will just populate automatically. No flickering or anything of the sort. So I'm not here to talk about flickers and whatever. What I'm here to tell you is that this is a brand new email screen. And the reason why we're doing this is frankly because the email screen, the old email screen, has just been slow. That's number one. The second reason is because we haven't been able to fully customize this description box properly. And the third reason is coming soon. We're integrating AI. I'm sure you've heard the buzzword that AI is the new buzzword all over, where you could rewrite and edit emails on the fly. So you could ask the AI to kind of edit your emails on the fly. This is something that we've had in the works for a while, but we're actually going to be launching it fairly soon. So not only that, the attachment window is a brand new window. So in the old window, I'm going to jump back and forth just to kind of give you some reference. There was attachment here. So in the new window, the attachments, the tabs are up at the top. But also, it's different to see here. You have to click on the link in order for it to open up a new tab to get to the email. And here, if you hover over, it'll take a second, but it'll actually show you a preview of whatever is it that you're looking at. By the way, that's my office. I just cleaned it recently, so I'm pretty proud of my cleaning job until my kid comes in here and mess things up again. And then yeah, so see here, I hover over the PDF and it'll actually show me a preview of the PDF. I can always click on this view here and it'll open it up in a new tab and give you a full preview of that document. You could download it or open it on a Word or whatever. But just a heads up on that. And then obviously you could uncheck it as usual, whatever the files that you wanted to send. Now there also is one thing that I want to just highlight on this very quickly, which is that, so see here I have 2 documents that are internal. So you can actually change that by clicking on the edit button, change it to client only, client documents, and then once you come back into email, you should now see in the attachments 3 documents as opposed to 2, right? So just keep that in mind. You could always change what documents get sent out to your customers. If you don't want them to see something, just change it to internal use only, and they won't be able to see that. All right, so the other things that I think that's very impressive and improve upon this process is when you send out an email, let's say report. Okay, send out an email. I'm going to send both of these files. I could do additional contacts if they were in the customer, and I won't talk about that schedule tab right now. So now that the email has been sent, first of all, it's significantly faster than the old screen. And then secondly, in the history, when you come over to history, you now have the history of the email, including a full preview of what was sent, from who it was sent from, and the date, and obviously all the attachments. So it's now showing up properly. This was a really big deal. We had to make a lot of underlining changes to kind of properly improve upon the old process to fix some of these issues, right? So with that, hopefully this is going to be an update, by the way, that's coming probably in about I'd say about a week, less than that probably. We've been testing it for quite a while. We think we got all the issues worked out, and so we're going to be launching that. So stay tuned. You will be seeing that feature very, very shortly. Next up, I want to talk about very, very quickly is the reporting. So we got a brand new reporting tab that's coming called Manager's Report. This is kind of test data, so it doesn't really have a lot inside of it, but it's going to be specifically focused on giving managers, aka business owners, more updates around sort of like gross profit, total invoice completed, so you can get more reports on how your business is doing overall, which is something that we've been hearing a lot of requests for, and also showing you sort of your job by status, so you can get a feel of where your revenue is coming from. But this part is so the top clients based on what's happening, and we're going to be adding some more breakdown. This is just first version of it, so it's like top clients and also what project types you're seeing the most work for. And obviously this stuff, but it's good to kind of look at it on a report standpoint. And then this one here I think is really interesting. It's going to be impressive. It's going to be so you can be able to compare how you're doing over the year, so you can see the trends with your highs and your lows, what's happening, your invoice over the years as well too, so you could see when invoices going out, quotes are going out, when your peaks and highs, and eventually we'll give you the option to be able to compare this year versus last year, so you'll get sort of a quick overview of just what's going on with the business in general. So we're pretty happy about that report. Last thing, very quickly, I'm running out of time here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. We do have a mobile app that's coming. Now this one I can't give you a timeline on because there's so much work that we're doing for this. One is we're improving the login feature, so you could use like things like Google login and Outlook login, etc., because a lot of people have those type of accounts. And then also we have it's just a completely rewritten app from the ground up, significantly faster, way better. You'll be able to create quotes from the mobile app. You'll be able to create jobs from the mobile app, which you could do right now, but it's a little bit wonky. Updating your price inventory, so just a lot more functionality from the mobile itself, native. So these are just some screenshots of the design work that we've kind of gone through and things, just to give you sort of some ideas. So this is coming soon. I can't give you a timeline on this just because again there's a lot of work that we've done, but we've launched the initial version of it, and we're just internally working through the details and trying to get feature parity with what we currently have on our current application. So that's it. So hopefully like I said, this is just an intro, just so you know what's going to be happening in the next coming weeks, months, etc. We're going to try to do these updates more on a regular basis, so at least you guys could know what's happening. What are those guys at SnapSuite doing? Like, are they even working? Are they trying to improve the process? I've asked for this feature for a while now, haven't heard any single thing back from them. These are the things that we're trying to address and be a little bit more forthcoming with sort of a process. So stay tuned for more. As usual, if you have any problems, issues, questions, send us an email. We'll get back to you right away, and I'll see you in the next video. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.